Good morning. I don't know if you can hear the chickens. Getting ready to go, and hopefully we'll have fewer bad jokes this week. This stream, which does give us a lot of leeway. So there were quite a few last time. The next one in the list here, we'll start out with one. Why didn't the shrimp share? Because it was shellfish. Oh, yeah, that's kind of like the quality bar on this stream here. Because it was shellfish. Oh man, I forgot to set up my phone. Somehow I ended up with the shortest possible USB cable on my desk. It's like a foot long. That and I'm dropping some frames already. Let's see if it's stabilized. There we go. Finally got to the dashboard on the phone. How is everybody today? Fewer bad jokes, yeah, just not as many. Which means I think I already used one. Means we've got like 34 more to go ish. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're going to be doing something similar to yesterday. We're working through a lot of this. About to end a shift. Oh, that's cool. How am I today? Let's see. Oh man, I ended up into work yesterday. I was so frustrated and pissy yesterday. I really was. I know. Let me fix this. I was gonna move away from fish shell. Start using some Zeesh. All right. Uh, yeah, I got some on the network. That's just one moment. Oh, it stopped. Right. Okay. I'm just gonna pause all those. Pause all those. Should be most of them now. All right, let's get going. Why are there so few errors here? So I did play around with oops, sound button again. I did play around with some morning cap hasn't some other language server clients for NeoVim. The NVim LSP. Yeah, we really haven't started programming yet. The NVim LSP doesn't have the inline highlighting, so the type hints that you see after see, I don't see any right now. NVim LSP doesn't seem to support that. Neither does a language client crate for NeoVim. But Conqueror of Completion does, which is nice. And I do use that, so I'm going to keep using Conqueror of Completion instead of the other two. I actually tested out the other two. I'm definitely favoring Conqueror of Completion at the moment. Okay, we were in login over here. Yeah, Rust Analyzer is still doing its thing. I think I did update that last night. All right, well, we're gonna get this going. Callback status. Cannot find callback status in the scope. Messages lib. Oh, what line was that? 160? We called that status now, right? Oh, we have double fours. That should be a 5. Huh. Where are my hints? Something didn't start up right. See, I thought I had put everything back. In fact, I used my dot files off of GitHub to restore it. All right. Oh, there it goes. Perfect. Yay. Kent, 0456. Good morning. How are ya? Are you a Godot fan? Beliar, how are ya? Happy Thursday. Oh my goodness. Wednesday was a beast. So what are we gonna do in codec here? Let's see. Actually, I'm a little surprised that there are so few errors showing up in here. I would have expected much, much more. A tic-tac-toe game. Oh, awesome. Tic-tac-toe is actually a pretty good test of a game engine. That or a UI web framework. Yeah. If you want to see how something is, try building tic-tac-toe in like React or Vue or like Framer X. Simple, everybody knows the rules. Sounds awful. But it's a great way to evaluate those things. Morning, Bare Knuckle Waffles, and Xenocron. Whoa, look at that. These are new. Oh, there we go. There's the big list of errors. Looks like it warmed up finally. Client bound packet kind. Is that not in here? See, we're in Legacy Rust. That's out of messages. Can I find struct, variant or union type packet in this scope? Hey, you know what? Let's just include some of those. No such field on username and password? What is going on with this? Why is the whole thing like that? Cannot define inherent impl of type outside of crate. Alright, what is that? Oh. Yes, that's absolutely right. Because we have login in two places. Alright, we'll get rid of that. Scene manager, what was up with you? Mismatched types, expected unit found bool. A semicolon on the end would probably fix that because this. It should be data, not that. Okay. Why didn't it take that? Where's my chair? There we go. Expected a comma. Why? Let's see, if I actually want to constrain this based on this value, I have to put an equals. Can you actually constrain based on that? No, you can't, can you? You have to use a clause here. Is it comma if? Wow, that thing is so fast now. Syntax error, match, comma. So we do this if kind is equal to the messages client bound packet ID, yada yada. Because here we're just destructuring. That previous syntax was definitely my Erlang showing. Because in Erlang, you would pattern match right there. You could constrain it on the left like that. That should have data in it. All right, we're getting there. I think we actually need data somewhere. What are we going to use data for? Because at this point, data is what? After we log in, it returns with ID information. All right, and then we have to use that. Import that, sure. What was this fix me for? That's just from data. Good. We'll have our status. Messages status. Status. What is this? Oh, that's right. These are results, aren't they? Because the serialization here could fail. Do we expect Godot here? Yes. What's this doing? No, error number in messages. It's right there. Oh, it's in game types. Which, of course, we don't have associated with this package, or with this crate. Okay, so let's go back into Legacy Rust. Oh yeah, and I updated NeoVim last night to latest. There we go. Interesting. So what should this be? Error in this case. It used to be text. Obviously, we can't do that anymore. It's really for this case down here where this failed for some other reason. We should be getting an ownership error there saying, hey, it's already been moved. That'll be the next phase of the compiler. Compiler errors come in waves. Cannot find value error, yes. Oh, it can't infer that type. Really? That's surprising to me. Should be legacy packet. Which means that's a legacy error. Oh, I can't put the type information in the middle of that. Why not? Let's put it up here. Oh, that's right. It says a legacy result. We'll let it infer the OK because it seemed to be able to do that. Can't infer. What? Huh. When I finish up codec. Oh, this is the unit type stuff. Okay. We're going to be back to that, so. Get actors, callback 7. Oh, interesting. We actually did it that way. Well, that could be cool. Let's see what this does. So if get actors is a type that has no payload. So it's just a signal to say, hey, I need to know what actors I have available to play. So this changed. Get actors there. What was it, 7 before? Was our callback ID? Cannot find callback in messages. It's right. Oh, it's not public. All right, now when we go to write this, we're going to be writing this packet, not that one. We'll see how that goes. Let's see, what are we expecting? Stream subject of 0. And we have our kind tag, which is going to be an ID. Actually, most of this goes away. All right, now why is there this 0 at that point? Why is it using 2 bytes for that? Get actors. So it's not the pack type. Okay, we'll see. That'll fail for some reason, and it'll tell us why. Okay, I'll remove that. Missing match arm. Oh, interesting. Timeout error. That's usually like if the database takes too long or something like that. So when we send an error number to the client, we're trying to translate these things to types of errors that we actually want to send over the network. I don't think we will actually want to send like a DB timeout error over the network. All right, skipping the net stuff again. Scene manager. Ah. Now with better spelling. Scene manager.go to, that's good. Oh, account crud. Oh yeah, it's this sort of stuff I want to get rid of at the moment. All right. So this is inside of auth create account. This gets called when the client starts up and somebody wants to create a new account in the game. They fill out a little form and send the information. It's a really, really easy form. It's basically username and password stuff. So when we get a response there, we have to be able to send that back. All right, that should be a request ID there. Allow warning. It's like one of those setting true to false bits, right? All right, so programmer fun question of the day. What languages can you change the value of true and false? So it's saying that failure already moved here. It is correct. This should be callback now. Thank you, Rust. That was a very nice sort of bug to catch for me. Calls back. I'm gonna just call back. In some small talks, you can change true to false and false to true. It is highly frowned upon, though. You can do that dynamically in small talks. It depends on the small talk VM. Oh, can you do it in Python? Interesting. Oh, Python 2, you could? I see. I guess that's also the trick, right? How do you do that while preserving the value of the other? All right, create actor. Oh, we didn't even make. Let's see. Get actors, create actors, actor info. Huh. There actually aren't that many. I thought this would have kind of a larger fallout. Okay, and this is just test stuff. Say length here should actually be 0. Look at that. It's so easy. All right, and this is the character creation stuff. Now, at this point, we want to do something similar to what we did with the auth system, and we want to match the callback on the outside of this. Oh, it can't. Oh, there it did. It did it. sometimes on this big project, it just takes Rust Analyzer a little while to figure out where things are. Should give it kind of a longer timeout. I'm not sure how to do that though. All right, so similar to authentication, here we're inside of character, which handles the stream of data for people creating or choosing a character from their list that they would like to play in the game. So when we match here, that's fine. Server bound packet kind. If it's a callback, we're going to do this. Now, how many of these actually need callbacks on them? Create actor. It must. Yep. Okay. So that one does. Let's toss this in here for now. Get actor. That one doesn't. That's right, because you're just saying, give me this, and then eventually you receive a ton of data. Load actor. What about load actor? Strange. Where's that used? What's the value on that? 29? Let's look at the Godot code. Legacy old. Hmm. That looks like I called it client old. Is that actually showing me line 29? Oh my goodness. No, I want like the actual value of 29. So where something is equal to 29? Huh. Alright, well instead of doing it that way, client old, legacy GD script, where is this going to be? It's going to be in some GD file. I thought let's see, this is going to be in either the network, let's see. It's not going to be the CBOR stuff. Here. 29, select actor. There we go. How are we using that? Yeah, and this one actually gets a callback. Callback ID. So on the client side, or well, excuse me, on the Rust side of things, this load actor is used in a couple of places. In this test. Oh, these are my integration tests. Ooh, lovely. I forgot about those. Oh, it's gonna be nice to have those running again. All right, so back to character. I want to track this down. Character lib, that comes in here. We have something that says load this actor. We pass the message into load actor. That comes in. Ah, it's an ID. Why isn't it a callback? Because this used to be ID callback, wasn't it? Yeah, okay, so it was a callback type. Good. So this one also goes in there. Okay. Get actors is fine to be out. It doesn't have that stuff. All right, what were we doing? Now, when we get this kind, we have to deserialize the packet. We know what its type is here, this callback. So it's going to be off of message up there. Message.data. What is message.data? No, that's not the right thing. So we'll match on that packet kind. So this incoming message, .value.data. Expected callback found struct. Oh, that's right. We're just going to get the packet, the internal packet instead. Message.value. No, we can't do it that way, can we? How did we do it in the other file? We did a try from on that. And how did this work? It doesn't. Okay, beautiful. Let's go make that work then. Let's see, we could just do this from a packet. Or we do it from bytes. It's not in the scope. Import it. Implement missing members. There we go. Okay, so we're going from a packet to a callback. It's interesting. Why would we go from this to that? Just a moment. I need to reply to a buddy at work. All right. I'm not sure what we should do for that type error. This is probably going to be a CBOR style type error. Do we have one at the top level? Once more into the breach, dear friends. Once more. Good morning. Marley DX, good morning. What's another type that has this already on it? Let's see, we have callback, we've got a ton of messages. Yeah, I know. I'm not going to do it this way. Bytes per packet for callback. There we go. It's afternoon where you are, huh? I lived in Europe for a while, long time ago. I really enjoyed it. I lived in Switzerland for a couple months. It was a blast. It was really cool. I lived in England for a while as well. Nearly a year in England. separate some of these. There we go. Why is it missing? Okay, that's better. Oh, interesting. Deployments goes of account. Oh, that's great. So this is a little odd because I know that we need to serialize this to and from the bytes, but we don't. We don't actually need to do that because we're just going to be looking at the data that it's holding and the kind that is within it. Is that inner packet actually we want to look at? That's right. That's right. Okay. Let's go back to Authorlib. Now, when we get one of these, we're not going to be figuring out like. Oh, wait, but we need like the request ID from the callback. So we do have to get that off of there. Dread. Yeah, we didn't solve the serialization with this. Because we're going to have to, okay. Oh, I forgot to plug this thing in. It's about to die. Hold, please. There we go. Got it plugged in before the compiler kicked on. You turn on Rust Analyzer and you feel so stupid? Why is that? Oh, it's the type int. Yes. Yeah, and of course that's not copy. We know that. Is it clone? No, it's probably not clone either. Yeah, but now packet has to be serialized, deserialized, which I didn't want to do. Really didn't. Oh, can you not serialize bytes? Oh, do we need a custom serializer for this? Is Rust object oriented? There is no class inheritance in Rust. You can have trait inheritance, and I guess message passing. There's channels, but it's not. Yeah. So we get Saturday for a moment. Great. Serialize, deserialize. It's on a ton of stuff. Vector. Good. So we either implement serialize and deserialize for this, or we have a custom section in the codec for serializing and deserializing these. Hmm. It feels like there's got to be a better way. Like, why couldn't it just dump that to the network? Could I? Feature flags for Rust Analyzer. Oh, is it hyphen? That looks like something else, though. It it should be in the cargo file, cargo to toml. Oh, interesting. They're not exposed to that. Huh. So if we held on to this as something else, if this was and slice of U8s, yeah, then we need a lifetime specifier, etc., etc. If it was a vector, it'd be different, but that just seems so wrong because we definitely want to use bytes here so we get the utility. Because we definitely want the packet to take ownership of the bytes. And bytes has some nice properties about it too. Go back a little bit. Bytes is cool. Zero copy network programming by allowing multiple bytes objects to point to the same underlying memory. We want that. We definitely want that. I'm guessing that bytes isn't going to have, oops, wrong button. One of the traits. Yeah, no. Here we come, Serday. Felipe Akita, thank you for the follow. All right, so let's see. Using derive. Attributes, container attributes, variant attributes, field attributes, alias, flatten, etc. Skip, we don't want to skip it. Can we tell it to serialize it as something else though? Deserialize with, maybe, okay. Oh, manual features, wow. This actually, this must be something that other people have come into. Or not. Okay. I mean, it sounds so stupid, but all right, where were we? don't really want to create a serialize and deserializer just for bytes. See, this here though, serialize with and deserialize with might actually work. Where clause for serialize and deserialize impulse. This replaces any trait bound inferred by Serday for the current field. The given function must be callable as this, although it may be generic over T. Yeah. I really don't want to implement serialize and deserialize for this. But we need it for callback. And callback needs it because of codec. So if we look at codec, basically we would end up special casing it in here. I think this is the only place where we would need to do that. So we'd basically just have a special type here where we would handle codecs or callback. Yeah, instead of doing the from slice, we're just going to read bytes. Yeah, and then we need this to be able to go into a packet, which should be fine. Because normally we try this packet, try from that. We don't need serialize and deserialize. Okay, let's do it. Impl. Yeah. From bytes. Oh, so I didn't need Serday for this. Basically, we can do this the deserialization inline here. So the bytes here, let's see, it's going to have the header already gone. Request ID is going to be value dot, is it read? Use 16. All right, yeah, I don't know. We'll get to the self. Unimplemented for now, so it stops whining about that. Let's just focus on the content here. We need bytes and buff. Read 16 I thought was off of buff on that. All right, let's look one more time. Yeah, bytes is documentation. So we have structs, and we have this passed in, right? But this doesn't have, you know, let me read such and such off of it. It's on the traits. So if I look at the buff trait, oh, it's get, not read. You see, get an int, get a U8, get a 16, etc., etc. All these different types in, by default, big endian format or little endian format. What is bytes vectored? Oh, neat. With IO slices. How many are remaining? Actual bytes. All right, so we'll get the request ID here. To 16, and then let packet. Is there a from bytes for packet? And this probably needs to be mutable. It's already there. What was the error? Straight bound packet, bytes not satisfied. Okay. Oh, try from. There we go. There we go. Now this needs to be the same error type as this one. Off of packet. Standard IO error. Okay. Now we should be able to go back to auth. I mean, try from, not from the value, but from the data, which is bytes. Value here should be packet. Okay. That file's actually okay, huh? Wow. All right, we found the missing puzzle piece. That's good. Let's go back to character. Call back packet kind. All right. Now at this point, we need to start passing more, rather different information in. We're going to pass the packet. What else is this going to need? Oh, the stream ID. Where's stream ID? What's off of message? Let's get these in the same order as that other module. Yep, okay, so stream, message, and the request ID. No errors? I don't believe you. And that's type callback, okay. Okay. Expected a comma, fine. Have a comma. That'll be off of message.data. Callback is gone. We're now calling that request ID, which is a stream ID here. Okay. We pass the create actor into the database layer. Wait for that result. When we get that result back, our create actor. New callback here with the request ID and create actor. It's going to be a packet dot into on this because it's also a packet now. Oops, whoa, that was way too far. And this is going to be callback. Send and wait on that. Good. Now in the failure case, we're sending status back. packet and 2 on that. There we go. All right. Yep, load actor now. Ah. This will be message dot data. Oh yes, and now we start doing some of our security checks. So at this point, we won't let you load an actor that you don't have permission for. So we check to see, do you have control of this entity? Yes or no? Okay, now we say, this is one of your entities. Tell you to change channels. Send some outgoing packet. Okay, that's the channel change. I forward you on to the game master, this packet here. So when we forward that, we actually need, okay, so we have a value, we're creating this incoming message. What does this take? It takes a packet. So it should just be message, because the message is now a packet. There we go. Yeah, we're not doing that. Set it against that. Okay, back to create actor. Get actors, same thing. Oh yeah, status doesn't have callback anymore. And this is incorrect. We need another callback here with packets. Oh, there is no request for get actors, is there? And what were we using for the status callback? Oh, my mistake. Get actors does have a callback. You should be up in there too, buddy. Alright, let's fix this. Feeling a little lazy, we're gonna just take those. There. Fallback goes away, good. Okay. Stream ID is gone. Here, we pull the connection state out of there. Wait, what? There, we non-invasive rust analyzers go. Aw. So what did you do? No, there we are. There we go. That's funny. Oh, you turn the mostly automatic stuff off. Oh, I see. Yeah, the hints here. I like that they're a color that I don't use at all. It's funny because after using it for a while, I only see it when I look at it, like when I need it. Because most of the time I don't even see that blue. Oh, it's the same as most of your normal code. Oh, that's rough. That's really rough. Yeah, that'd drive me nuts. That'd be gone so fast. Alright, so we get the account ID. Update our connection state with our actor list. Alright, get actress callback. What is this? Type callback. Ooh, you're changing. Who uses this? Oh, in your Atom 1 dark theme? Most things are like gray, white. Oh, I see. Yeah. No, that's definitely a no-go. And Danny Lou, I forgot to say it. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Good morning. Happy Thursday, everyone. You know, we haven't had very many jokes today. I think we should do another joke real quick. What's the next one? What did one hat say to another hat? You stay here. I'll go on ahead. Didn't. Oh, so bad. So bad. So bad. You go on ahead. Ah. All right, so we got this. Try from that. This is all in get actors. What do we have elsewhere? Okay, some test stuff and then just character get actor bits. I see, it's really not used anywhere else. Do we have something called get actors? We do. What's that other type? And then we have get actor callback. It's more like a get actor request, isn't it? Either that or the other one's like a handler or something. A get actor handler. We're gonna rename that. Get actors message. It is a message. It's in messages. All right, get rid of that. Actor list, that's fine. Just using Saturday CBR stuff for that. Good, good. Capacity doesn't matter here. All right, now down below it's going to be a little more sketchy. So here we have serialized for this. We're removing the ID for the callback. Oh, that didn't get renamed. All right, callback needs to go away here. What about this? Here we have a vector. Index is 2. Why is it 2? All right, why is that? What are we using index for here? Oh, invalid length. This is just for the error message. Good morning, unknown alias. Found Godot interesting. Oh, yes, yes. And if you're running Rust with it, with GD native, definitely use the preview, 0.9 preview. So if you go to GD native here, this is what I'm using. You go to the repository, not the documentation. It'll have the link to the book, the user guide. It's a work in progress, so you've been warned. It's actually quite usable. But you'll get to a point where it's like, hey, to do this, but the migration from 08x has been done. Also, there are some other examples of actual projects. So in the repository, there are examples. And then there are other projects, third-party resources, and these have been updated to use the new version already. So you can take a look at those too if you want. All right. Yes, yeah. I don't know why we're starting at 2 here. Oh, you're welcome. You're very welcome. And there's a Discord for it too. I think it's listed in there somewhere. Probably under contributing or something. I'm tempted to leave this alone. I think it's just getting serialized. Um, uh-oh, did I screw something up there? Okay, so we're getting rid of the callback, right? I think I misunderstood this line here. Yeah, that's not the callback ID. This is the ID of the actors. So actors in this case, the type actor list where we have their UUID followed by a string. Okay, I get this now. So our serializer here just creates basically a list of these things. ID string, and then we end the sequence. Now in this case, get actors callback. Yeah, let's rename that again. Now we have a sequence, and that's just fine. Defaulting to callback 0. Done. That's gone. What about down here? All right. No such field here. Good. Yep, that goes away. Perfect. Surprised it's not complaining about that. There's 2 get actors here in messages. Yeah, one is the response. I butchered that. Oh my goodness. Pedro Igor 91, thank you for the follow. And Vasukia Giliar, or is it Vasuki Aguilar? Ah, let me know how you want it. Thank you for the follow. That one's fine. It's this one. That one stays the same. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I'm a little hesitant now. One of these should be get actors. What is it? Response. There we go. Let's do a little wrapper here. That's a packet. Do an into on that. Get actors on that. Into a packet. Good. Convert the stream ID. We should go look up above, make sure we got all the others. And one more here. Stream ID. Nice. Okay, I think we got that one. No such field on that. That's true. Oh, and this is the test code. Do I want to update that yet? No, we're not going to update the test code yet. I get a better sense of what it's going to look like at the end. Oh, that's integration stuff. Integration tests. Oh, couldn't convert the error to auth error. Huh. So callback try from, it returns IO error. That means that auth error doesn't support that. Let's see if we can map that. You know, parse back. It's more of a parse error here. Let's map that to auth error parse error. There, now we should be able to poke that. And that should be a message error. Okay. That means we have to convert that to the right type here. All right, let's get that in scope. And this try from on the packet, that's going to be an IO error. Yeah, there on line 73. Huh. Yeah, that'll automatically convert that there to there, up to auth. That should automatically convert to that. All right. Mismatch types, expected UA, found server packet kind. Kind is going to be equal to server packet kind try from callback dot packet dot kind. All right. Calls back. Let's fix that. Oh, it's a result, yes. Because that could fail. Oh, that's awful. Because we were handling it this way instead of that way. Okay, let's go back. Can we even do that? Expected a comma. No, can't do that. How was that working before? What were we doing before for this? We're matching kind here. What was kind? Kind was coming off of message.value.kind. And that's U8. Seems like it should still work. Expected UA found that. Because what this looked like before was just like that. You can see that we're matching on that. All we did was wrap it in this callback. Odd. Is there any other error in here that's confusing it? Did I get these backwards? Message stream ID. Expected U16 found struct packet. Oh, yeah, that's out of order. So this is what it was before. Oh, you can barely hear me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's see. Let's see, was I just talking quietly or? So for everybody else, how's the volume? Is the volume okay? Oh, your machine's at max sound. Interesting. Oh, okay, so just actually speaking louder. All right. Yeah, you're welcome. Occasionally I I don't know. I just stop focusing on the on talking. Usually when I get into like that, why the heck isn't this working mode? Because I expect this to be working. Yeah, I really expect this to work. Specifically, why did this work before and it's not working now? Oh, we were doing the match on this. Oh, yeah, that has to happen again. Okay. All right. I think we got it. So in this case, when the server is receiving a callback, we do need to. Where'd I go? Okay, so we do need to actually convert that to the right packet kind, similar to what we're doing here. Server bound packet kind. Try from on that. That'll just view this element here. Oh, that's should be better. Except for the results, yes. Now these need to be OKs. Fine. We should have, nope, just two of those. Multivim on that. Good, now we're actually missing the last kind, which is this. And not a callback auth packet. And Tropical Geek, yeah, thank you for that too. Because sometimes I don't have a lot of feedback on like video or audio quality, so it's hard to keep that in check. It's it's just different. Now at this level, so here we handle errors separate. Yeah, we actually shut down this thing. So if we don't recognize it, oh man, we should probably do the same thing. Unless my youngest starts showing up activity. Yeah. Let's see, in this case, I kind of want to just strip this out. We're going to make this a closure. Drop connection is going to be equal to that there. Ah, that's inside of that. Let's just make it an async block. Drop connection. Can we do that? Error is not in scope. Okay. Hey, Sebastian Variable. Thank you for the follow. Happy Thursday. Let's go back one. I thought we could do something like this. It's an async block. We're just missing the error, so we have to pass the error in. Needs a type, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, I don't know the type. Hopefully that would help it infer the type. No? Okay. We'll give it unit. Now it'll tell me. Okay, it's a message error. All right, now for the last part of this. And we do have to await that. Capture variables cannot escape if I mute closure body. Therefore, they cannot allow references to capture variables to escape. Let's pull stream ID out of there. I think it's just stream ID that it wants. And that there should be copy. Oh, is it this error at the very end? All right, let's find it. Filter map, no. Are there any particular benefits in using Rust with the Godot? That's a good question. So I have the server written in Godot. Excuse me. Oh, I said that backwards. I have the server written in Rust. And flipping back and forth between the languages, going from Rust to GD script, is just, it just clobbers me. So I wanted to unify the languages. Also, I'm able to get code sharing between the two, which is what we're in the process of doing right now. I'm migrating some of the GD script into Rust code, and we're able to reuse a lot of that, which is awesome because I'd been creating serializers and all sorts of stuff inside of Godot that really shouldn't have been there. Also, I'm now able to use networking that I like. It sounds weird, but I was never really a fan of Godot's networking. So I'm able to use an async runtime with Rust inside of Godot on a separate thread. And I'm basically not ticking anymore. Previously, I'd basically have a timer and say, hey, TCP stream, you got any data for me? And this would happen every so many milliseconds. And I didn't like that. It just felt so wonky. So I'm able to move away from that. Cannot borrow drop connection is mutable, as it's not declared as mutable. Oh, interesting. The function itself has to be mutable? All right. Oh, you're welcome. One other thing that I think has value, because I do like the GD script. It was actually a pleasure to work in. Um, I I think that bringing people on board onto the project will be easier to say, you don't know, you don't know GD script, you don't know Rust, right? Why learn two languages? Just learn one. Infer to be FN mutable closure. Okay. Captured variable cannot escape FN mute body. Returns a reference to a captured variable which escapes the closure body. Is it error or stream ID? It's not declared as mutable. Oh, here we go. Outgoing. Oh, outgoing. Let's just clone that. And good morning, Museum. I don't think I said it, but Genki Doodle, thank you for the follow. All right, let's make sure that's saved and see what the next area is. Oh, still. And Twiddly Doof, thank you. I think I enunciated that wrong. Twiddly Doof. I want to say Twiddly, but it's Twiddly. All right. The ladder's right. Twiddly Doof. Gotcha. I don't know. I also don't really want to clone that thing on every single packet that's coming in. So the alternative to that is, well, to not capture it. Could just have another function for dropping the connection. Pass that in. What does that want? That wants a result. Oh yeah, inline errors now. I updated NeoVim to latest nightly and Rust Analyzer and everything yesterday because I went and tried. I tried NeoVim LSP, didn't like it. What do the boxes mean? I have no, I don't know. I, I don't know if it's just some Unicode character that's supposed to be something or what. I saw it this morning too. The beginning of the stream is like, hey, that's new. All right, let's get rid of that. Stream ID. Or do we need, yeah, we need the stream ID in there too, don't we? Alright. Outgoing, stream ID, error into, fine. Get rid of drop connection. Okay, drop connection. Oh, you can define them locally? Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we were doing that after. That's right. So instead of using a closure, we could have just used an async function, and then I wouldn't have to clone any of that. Huh. Okay. All right. Let's just pull that in scope because you're absolutely right. That could be in there, and it could be at the end of the function as well. Nordic Frog, would it be difficult to transition from C, C++ to Rust? I don't think so. I think a lot of the concerns that you're going to have in C and C++ to Rust are going to be similar concerns. There's probably some others that are better well versed in going through that transition more recently than I. I haven't done C++ in a while. Let's see, in this case, oh, match arms have incompatible type. Oh, I forgot to await that. There we go. So Nordic Frog, how long have you been doing C, C++? And are you using modern C, C++? I wonder if there's a way to collapse this. Probably not. All right, character lib, failed to resolve what? Ah, stream messages callback. Okay, and this is exactly what we went through in the other file. Maybe this drop stream should just be available everywhere. Unfortunately, these are different crates. They're like sibling crates. I mean, maybe off of like TCP. What crates do I have for that? Oh, twiddly doof. Have I heard of a Sharingan? No, I haven't. I have not heard of that. Yeah, it's as fast as C++. So yeah, I actually want to move this somewhere else. This is such a common pattern. I think it deserves to be lifted out of here. But where are we going to put this? TCP server? No. It's like stream utils or something. Probably go on outgoing packets. Probably in stream multiplexer. Yeah. All right. So outgoing packet. What is outgoing packet? Drop connection. Because we do have shutdown there. We've got these elements here. Change channel, yada yada. So why are we doing shutdown here? So we do have a shutdown on there. We need it on the stream. I mean, we're so close to this. Hmm. Such a small, like, yeah, that's an MPSC sender. We could absolutely put a utility trade on that, couldn't we? And this is in character. Do I have this in every single one of these? Like in auth? Oh, I do. Oh, shenanigans. All right. Low stream 21. I'm gonna time you out for a bit. If you have issues with it, just text me. All right. I do have a beautiful lady's voice, don't I? No, I don't. Can't even do like a falsetto anymore. A soothing voice, but not a lady voice. Well, I think I want just a. I am 40. Yeah. It's in that ballpark. Audiobook voice. I haven't thought of doing audiobook stuff. And it's funny because I'll do this, and I was talking with my kids the other day because yesterday I asked, I said, what, I asked for your feedback, like, why do you watch this? And I told the kids, and then they told me that I have a different voice when I'm doing this than the rest of the day. My wife says that it's my drive-through voice. She said that I did the same thing when I worked drive-through at Carl's Jr. forever ago. That whenever I had the headset on, I had a different voice. So this is my drive-through voice. Where were we? That's right. We were going to dedupe some of this. Is that message value? Okay, now these need to be okayed. Whoa, that didn't work at all. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, tab, insert. Huh, thought I did exactly that. All right, now we have kind here. That's fine. I do want error. Technically, this is okay kind. And then we'll also want to have error kind. Do I have a YouTube channel? I don't. I have been collecting the VODs, but I don't actually have them live anywhere. Somebody had mentioned it a while back, and I just started collecting them, but I haven't done anything with it. It's because usually my stream text is always the same. I don't really differentiate the stream text, which I should probably do, and that would help. I'm missing match arm. All right, for now, I am going to. I'm going to leave it up to my future self to deduplicate these. So I don't want to do that right now. Save that, go to the other one. Yeah, this is NeoVim. What editor am I using? So I did just, the last export I did, because I exported them a month at a time, I did start adding dates to it. Yeah, this is NeoVim with Conqueror of Completion with its plugin Conquer COC Rust Analyzer. Okay, so that's outgoing, and then message stream ID followed by whatever the error is. Then we await it. Okay. which is the same here. No field packet on that type. Message dot value dot kind. Oh. Oh, it would require it to be a box feature. Well, these are going to be just for, I mean, usually it's going to be like protocol errors. If I screw up the client or something, or if somebody's tossing, trash at the server. Hmm. Interesting though. Yeah, it'll only box it on the call, which wouldn't be bad. There is this other subtle difference here, and that the error types are different. So yeah, we'd basically have to box the error too. Or make it generic over the error type. Yeah, and that would be rare. Into our R, yeah. I just don't know where to put it because these are like sibling crates. And I don't think this quite belongs on in Stream Multiplexer. Because Stream Multiplexer really wouldn't care what the error message is. That's really just a pass through. A Stream Multiplexer could do that, and then we just, I guess this is another good question. Why does this even return character error? Because it doesn't have to. Because we could just drop that await on it, right, and then error that into. And that would do that. We got rid of that there. Do we have to map error on that? Probably. I could see putting this on Stream Multiplexer. Get rid of that character error. Have that be something else. Hmm. Maybe we should do that real quick. Where is Stream Multiplexer? Let's put it over here. Say, get pull. It's going to be on outgoing stream, isn't it? Oh, it's strange because we don't have those types like that. Here, outgoing is just an MPSE queue of outgoing packets. And that MPSC is from Tokyo. Where do I pull those in? No, not up there. Because I know all of this uses Tokyo's stuff. Oh my goodness, it's been forever since I've been in here. Multiplexer, yes, good. Stream, I think it might be in Sender. No, it's not there. I mean, it's not going to be it. I think it's more because in multiplexer. Yeah, we have incoming reader, stream movers. It's multiplexer. Multiplexer takes. Readers and senders, and multiplexer sender. Okay. Incoming packet syncs. So it's up to the user of this to actually provide those channels. Yeah. So that would have been in the previous area. Probably in TCP is where we're setting it up. We just don't have the sort of utility trait for that. So if we go into where we set this up in the TCP server, we have read half, write half with TCP stream and packet codecs. That's our stream producer. All right. Here's multiplexer. And this takes a vector of these packets. Oh, is this, so it's getting set up even further. It's up in server. Server main. Start server. Yeah. So we end up creating these channels. Does game types know about MPSC stuff? No, it doesn't. All right, we're going to create a utility crate for this. Because we don't have enough crates. We need more crates. What would be a good one? Maybe we just call this channels. Channels, channel utils. I don't know. Or stream util. We do treat them more like streams. Let's do stream util. And we've already got utils, and I thought we had utils. We don't. I have to be careful about the dependencies in here, because things like, what is it, game types, or is it game state, game types here? This doesn't really rely on anything else, and I just need to make sure we don't end up with like cyclical dependencies. All right. So now I have stream utils. Right. Cargo.toml. Stream util. Did I put an S on that? No, good. Okay. So where's our handy dandy function that we want to move? Sync character. Let's delete that. Oh, that's strange. I forgot to do the dash dash lib on there. There. All right, just for the moment, let's identify what do we need? Outgoing packets. Main.rs and the .get ignored doesn't ignore the cargo.lock. I see. Did it even create a cargo? Excuse me, a get ignored. Oh, interesting. So it saw that it was in a workspace and didn't even create the ignore file. Oh, that's fancy. All right. So what do we need for this? This here outgoing packet in a number of places is. Let's actually define this up here, so we're not redefining that everywhere else. All right, and in this case, the MPSC sender is going to be a Tokyo type. Outgoing packet, that's stream multiplexer. And packet is from messages. Okay, so we need those three added. And Tokyo. Now for the MPSC stuff on Tokyo, cargo. It's easier to look it up in their documentation for this one. No. There's also cargo in it if you don't want the skeleton. The first place I saw that was in the GD Native project. That was part of their 0.8 documentation on how to set something up. I think they're actually moving away from suggesting that anymore. Tokyo. Actually, let's not do that. That's just star, Tokyo. I mean, it's going to be star. Oh, that wasn't a star. Insert star. There we go, asterisk. Version is going to equal to that. And something else there. Northland 221, thank you for the follow. And Tropical Geek, thank you. Ah, I see. Features full. Just do that. Okay, this little utility thing doesn't get to decide what versions we have. There we go, we'll get rid of that. Stream util. That's done. Oh, no, I can't leave it like that. Cannot leave it like that. Oh, I can. It's already sorted. All right. Back here. Now we have the Tokyo sync MPSC, right? There we go. Perfect. We have outgoing packet, outgoing to send. Now the result on this, sure, that's wrong. Drop connection. Function drop connection on that. Let's see, it's going to be on outgoing packet, so we just need to know the stream ID. And really it should be something that we could use for multiple streams. Is this? Yeah, that's fine. Stream ID is. And pull, what was it, into iterator here? Then we could take a vector, we could take single thing. Most often though, I think this is just going to be that little one-off bit. All right. Stream ID is on there. To await that, this needs to be async trait. It's an async underscore trait. Twice, right? Async function that. Boom. This is self. Or rather, this is the implementation for that. We need to put that on the other type. My mistake. Oh, can we not into iterator on this? Is it item equals? There we go. Static on that so we can own it. Oh, sure. I keep wanting a little help to make this, the other one match this one. And I get that it probably can't do that, but I keep wanting it. Wow. That's an error. Okay, so it's a send error for outgoing packet on that. Let's pull that in. Take MPSC, self, send error on that. Okay, return type is going to be send error something. As type update, okay. That's going to be outgoing packet. Oh, it actually just gives us the thing back. So we were trying to send in the outgoing packet. If there's an error, it sends it back to us. It's that guy there. Okay. Oh, can you not collect on something like that? Into iterator? So when would you use into iterator versus iterator in this case? What would be the benefit of this instead? Yes. Because then you could take different types that you could iterate over. Needs to be send as well. Okay. Wasn't iter just borrow t into iter? Well, I think in this case here, what we're trying to do is let somebody call this with a number of different things. So if somebody wanted to say drop connection and provide some one like this, it would just work. That works. They could use a vector. Eventually, when const generics lands, they could say one like this, if that's the stream ID, right? So we should be able to take any number of types that you could iterate over that have the stream ID. All right, so what is going on with this? Okay. Send is not implemented. I mean, normally, if it wanted that, it would have said so. I don't think that's. I mean, it says it's send. That should be fine. I mean, oh, the iterator wasn't? Okay, so into iterator of useSize, right? useSize is definitely send. Cannot be sent safely between threads. Within the future. And the trait send is not implemented for send and sync as into iter. Oh, interesting. There we go. All right, now intuitively, I knew to do that, probably because I've hit this before a number of times. But mapping that error number to this, I have trouble with. I think it's because, see, in this case, we need to change this. So the into iterator that consumes it. Okay, so basically this consumes that. So this infiltrate type isn't actually moving across the await boundaries. But why wouldn't it have done that in line? We just can't figure out the lifetimes there. Because it still should have been on the left side of this, or the top side of this await. Or does this end up moving the lifetime to this function scope? Does that bind it here? The typical case of item.clone as argument is different from let item equals item.clone, and use that as an argument. Yeah. I think this has to do with us basically consuming this and providing it with a lifetime that's bound to this scope here. All right. So is this crate building now? Okay, so it does. It's got some issues, but now we can go back into character lib. We can get rid of, we already did get rid of that thing. There we go. Yeah, I can't find outgoing packet in this scope. All right, so we have to add that to character. There we go. Ah, yes, and this had been butchered. So we're going to use drop connection on that. Then we'll return the error separate. Whoa, why did it jump up to the top there? That was weird. Okay, now that trait will have to be in scope. We call it drop connection, okay. Hey, good morning, Cybernetics 9. This is NeoVim. Method not found on bounded MPSC sender outgoing packet. Did I get that wrong for the bounded sender? Oh, is this implemented on the wrong thing? Outgoing packets. No, MPSC sender is the bounded sender. They just re-export it here. Yeah, that's a bounded sender. You're too used to IDs and editors. I just don't like using my mouse that much. And I've been using Vim for 20 years, so I had a stint with Sublime. I think I ended up buying a Sublime Text license forever ago, and it was really nice. But I kept finding that all the Vim key bindings I wanted to use just weren't all there. Oh yeah, and VS Code is a great editor. It's just not for me. So why can't it find this? And what is this here? Oh, same thing. Let me finish with this conversion before I forget that. We also need to toss the error on there. Good. All right, and that needs a semicolon with a try on it. Okay. No method name drop connection found for mutable reference sender outgoing packet in the current scope. Okay. Let's try making it public. Good, I found it. I just had to make sure it was exported from the other crate. Who would have thought? Visibility works. So in this case, we can either do a vec or we can do a sum. It's interesting that having a sum here for this, that just gets compiled away. But if I did vector in this case, it would allocate, wouldn't it? Then eventually I could use something else like just array. Oh yeah, options are iterator or have iterator into iterator on them, and so do I think OKs do as well. So yeah, you have itermute on option. So you have into iterator on it. And what about result? Yeah, into iterator on result as well. I think this one you end up getting the result type. Oh. So you get the OK type, not the R. It's nice. Yeah, I wonder how many hours I've been doing this now. On this, way too long. Oh, I didn't know that button did that. Okay. Sewer supplied. Okay, good. Now we have our handy dandy little utility tray for that. Oh, error. No, no, I didn't want error. I wanted, I chose the wrong one. You chose poorly. There we go. Hopefully we get the error types right on that. You'll learn Vim Emacs one day. Using hotkeys makes you way more efficient. All right, well that is really nice. I like that utility stuff over there. Now, I want to make sure that auth_lib, we get some of that stripped out of here too. I don't want this in here. Outgoing packets. There we go. Doki MPSC is gone. Ah, and auth needs that. CD auth. Sure, that. Save that again. There we go. Hmm. That's right, we're going to get rid of this now. Dedupe is done. And this will be outgoing. Drop connection. There we go. Now I have to pull that trade in. Oh, it's already there. What was that? That was drop connection. Ah, here. Oh. What? Basically the same thing. Okay. At least it's consistent. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. Just a couple little errors. Okay, not doing the test stuff yet. Character. Let's finish up this one. Type callback in the scope. Why not? That should be off of game types. Interesting. Shouldn't that be outgoing? Like outgoing packets, why is outgoing packets different from... Oh, this is incoming packets. Oh, never mind. Maybe we should have that. How often does this happen? A couple times. Is it exactly the same? It is. Okay. And Franhack, thank you for the follow. 17 minutes ago. Missed it. Oh, these are all the same, aren't they? Oh, no, 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 it's not there. Ah, that needs to go away. Same type? Yep, looks good. Underscore there. Echoing packets and incoming packets. There we go. Expected a comma. Oh, because server doesn't have stream util, although it's not saying that. That's strange that it didn't pipe up about that. Okay. Server tests. Just chewing through some of these. Okay, some of those already done. Yep, that's the actual definition. Oh, and what is this? TCP server takes. I mean, this is close. Oh, it is the same, isn't it? A vector of these. Okay, that's all of them. And this is for TCP server. I'll take a peek at that again. So sender outgoing packet to packet. Okay. Just looking for other senders in here. Yeah, mostly just metric sender, which is fine. All right. Ah, yes. We mentioned that earlier. There would be an issue here. Use of move value message. Move occurs because message.data has type bytes, which does not implement the coffee type. So what was this doing before? Before we had the entire packet, and for whatever reason, it could actually do that. So before it was message.value, and message.value before was an incoming packet. Oh, incoming message packet. So value would have been packet. And it worked because we called clone on the data here, which is cheap because it's bytes. Okay, good. Load actor. Where with this? Ooh, I'm over time. All right, y'all. Hey, I gotta get. But thank you for hanging out today. I'm gonna raid Fangs games. Let's see. Goodness, I think maybe 1 or 2 more days of this, and then we'll probably be patching up some of the little issues surrounding. Oh, sorry about that. Well, we might actually get logging to actually work. So, here we go, y'all. So until next time, bye bye.